right? So somebody has to be, somebody, you going to present? No, this is you're volunteering. This is where the, you know when you point, you've got one hand forward, three pointing back at you. So let's have a look over here. So you size, but we'll ignore that for the moment. Okay, what's the SOP, sale? Oh.
No, standard operating.
Ah, okay. I like the buddy system. That's going to be interesting.
Shall we put that in mystery shopping?
Okay, they're doing well there.
Kind of training also goes from the feedback.
Shall we put number 20 up?
And then Richard calls Lexus. Number 20.
Set visuals, motivation, sharing information, gatherings, impartial, lead by example, empowerment, empathy. There's that word again. And SOP. Okay. Customer expectations, perceived quality, and perceived value of the products and services delivered. Perceived. What does perceived mean? Perceived value. What does that mean?
Perceived value.
Yeah.
Perceived value. You say, yes.
It's what they think they're receiving, right? What they feel they're receiving. Perhaps in reality, it's not quite the same thing, but perceived and real doesn't matter as long as it is a quality or a value that the customer is experiencing. That's the main thing. I was in southern United States some years ago giving a training course on customer service, and I happened to go for a morning walk or jog or whatever, and then I stopped for coffee. In the window of this particular cafe was this particular sheet. I think that's even the original. Attitude. And so I had my coffee, and when I went to pay, I said, you know, in that window, you've got a story called Attitude. She said, you know, a lot of people ask for that. I said, well, I'd like to have it too. She said, well, it's okay. I've already photocopied because of the number who asked for it. Let me read it to you. I haven't memorized it, so I'll read it. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than the facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a home. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will brace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string that we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. Next time I go into a store and they say that it'll be $45.50 with GST, I say, no, that doesn't mean money. It means great smile and thank you. I'm not paying. Christiana told me. Nice, I love it. Just a couple of points on this one, the service manual. The service manual, it has to be simple, I think. That's one thing, because you mentioned the updates. And what I find in consulting is that a lot of organizations, when I revisit them 3 months later, I say, how's your manuals going? How's your clue cards for the group? And they say, oh, it's okay, but we haven't had time to update it. And then there's a problem, of course. So take care of that. Team meetings, I think they're fantastic. With my teams, and I'm sure you guys do this too, I have one-on-one and one-to-all. Once a week, I have one-to-all, and that is meeting on a Friday, whereby we communicate together. I communicate the latest news. We have fun with it. We try to do some fun things, because after all, you want them to look forward to that event. The mission statement, were you saying the mission statement is done by the staff themselves? It's done by them, or is it done by you as a manager?
The mission statement was given to us by our owner, and we just adhere to that mission statement.
Okay, fine. You're small enough for that, but a large organization, what I like to encourage is that you have what I call a mini mission statement, if you like, or a departmental mission statement that is specific for that area of work. But of course, mission statements should always address the overall vision and strategic objectives of the organization. As long as it addresses that and it's aligned to that organization, I think it's great to do small ones. Here, I think one of the departments here, I think, has one. And so it's great. And what was the other point? Yes, the red card, or the little card you can pull out with your vision, mission, objectives, and goals for yourself. It's good to have something laminated, colorful, just on a card like that, terrific. I have some leadership ones that I have in my top pocket often, and there's 10. 10's easy to remember, 10's easy to refer to, and it covers all kinds of situations. So, nice presentation, thank you, and thank you for your work. Let's go now to this next whiteboard. Who'd like to present from there?
Danny?
Okay, really make a decision quickly. Oh, poor old Danny. Poor old Danny. He's overtime today. Okay.
Okay, on behalf of my group, we, not I, okay, we have come up with this. All right?
I know have laminated cards with their customer service strategy, the top 10 things that they try to do in the front line. And I say 10 because people remember that. I would say 8. Use the number 8. Number 8's a good number. I like 8. So use number 8. The 8 top things we do for our customer, or something like that. But be creative with it. Build it into a learning session, a team building session, a brainstorming session, and get it printed. It costs almost nothing.